My name is Julia Havison. I'm a business studies student and I'm level 6, so that's final year. I felt like I had the best of both worlds because I stayed at home and went to university, so I had a lot more money than, say, other students who had to pay for a lot of things like food and accommodation, and I could still do all of the fun things that other students done, but I just had all the comforts of home. So for me it was the best option. The phone call with the LJMU Cleaving line was so straightforward. It was a 10-minute conversation. I got asked to send the documents over, and then I got a confirmation that I'd been accepted onto my place at LJMU. So it was just really straightforward. And when I phoned up originally, I was in tears, hysterical, crying, and then after 10 minutes later, I was like, oh, I'm into university now. It's done. The advice I give to other students is just to do what you enjoy, but make the decision based on what you think is best. I'd never done business studies before. I just had done a globalisation topic at Geography A-level, and I thought, oh, I think I'd like to do business. So even though I'd never done that at A-level, I thought, oh, I'll take a chance and do that because that's what I wanted to do. Everyone's got their own path, so you can't always rely on what other people's opinions are, even if that's your mum or your dad or your teachers, because they'll always think what they think is best. So I definitely go forward with what you think is best for you, because when you think about it, you will be doing that for the rest of your life. If, say for instance, I like business, so I'll work in businesses, and I like marketing, so that's the type of thing that I'll be doing. Where if I done a science degree when I don't like science, then I'd be really unhappy for my time at university and whatever career I went on to, if I even passed it. No, not at all. Going through cleaving hasn't affected me at all, and you wouldn't even know that you've been through cleaving unless you told someone. So when you're in university and you're there with your friends, most of them could have been through cleaving and you wouldn't even know unless they told you. So I don't think it really matters. I'm expected to graduate with a first now, and then I was someone who went through cleaving who didn't meet their expected grades at A-level, so that would shock, say, a lot of the teachers who were like, oh, you didn't quite get into university. So I'd definitely, whoa, you'll have to cut that out. I think it will only ever change if people are more open about their stories of how they got where they got to. So, like say me sharing my story now, I hope that changes people's perceptions of it. But I think there's a lot of misconception from people who have like that kind of like status around red brick universities and getting in the first time. Even red brick universities have cleaving and people get in through that. So it's just more about people being open and not being judgmental towards other people's paths. I've had so many good experiences at LJMU, so by far the best one was when I went to China for 2 months. So the university funded me to do the CRCC Asia internship, and that's a scheme that they do at the moment where students go to different countries for 2 months. So last year it was Tokyo and Vietnam, and when I went it was China, and I lived in Shanghai, and I completed the internship there and went around and travelled went sightsaw and travelled around different parts of China. And then other than that, the best thing that I've done is being a student advocate, because I really love going out to schools and sharing my experiences with students to kind of help them better decide what they want to do with their futures, and if university is for them, if it's not for them. So I've really enjoyed going to China, and I really enjoyed being a student advocate.